How's it going, everyone? Back again with my predictions for the WWE Beast in the East Network special, coming this Saturday, 5:30 a.m., live from Tokyo, Japan. I will not be watching the show live as it happens. Two reasons. A, I'm not waking up at 5:30 a.m. for the show, and B, I will not be staying up until 5:30 because I have work at 9:30, so I would be getting no sleep, and that's not good. Looks to be decent. Kind of seems like a house show for most of it, but, you know, there are a few things here that are going to be awesome, and it should be overall fun show. But before we get into this, just want to say I just finished up with my ROH 4th of July sale order. Spent a total of $62, and it wasn't a massive super order like I usually get from ROH. I got 8 DVDs, so there's not going to be like 15, like the order that will be coming in the mail very soon, which I can't wait for. But enough about Ring of Honor, let's get into this. Predictions: Cesaro versus Diego. Cesaro. Case in point, Diego's a jobber. Cesaro is a semi-jobber at this point after that awesome match with Cena the other night. Hopefully that elevates him. Nikki Bella versus Paige versus Naomi for the Divas Championship. Nikki Bella. I've said it before and I'll say it again. She's going to hold the championship longer than Paige. Jesus Christmas. Just thinking about this ROH shit. Longer than AJ. Because WWE be like, fuck you, AJ, you're married to Punk, I hate you. Okay, Lucha Dragons versus The New Day. I assume it's going to be Big E and Xavier Woods, since Kofi Kingston's wrestling Brock later in the night. But, I'm going to go with, New Day. No, I'm going with Lucha Dragons, actually, because they're both jobbers at this point. And it has kind of a house show kind of a feel, so I'm just going to have to say Lucha Dragons to go over here. John Cena and Dolph Ziggler versus Kane and King Barrett. Cena and Ziggler, pretty obvious enough. Ziggler and Cena obviously have momentum. Kane and King Barrett don't. Plus, you know, it's a live show, so just take care of those two. Now, here is where the show goes from good, decent good, to awesome in a snap of a finger. Chris Jericho versus Neville. Boy, is this going to be fun. I'm going with... This could go either way. I'm thinking Jericho could win to kind of give Neville a rub, but I'm leaning more towards Neville going over here, because A, Jericho loves to put over talent, and B, this will put Neville over and gain him a little more momentum, and it's going to be awesome. Absolutely awesome. Originally, I think it was supposed to be like Jericho versus Finn Balor, which would have been awesome also. But, you know, Finn Balor's in a better position fighting for the NXT title. Not that I'm saying facing Jericho is stupid, but I mean, he's in a championship match, so... And Neville's already held the title, so just put Neville and Jericho, you get an equally as great match. Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston. I think this is obvious, besides the fact that it's going to be a pretty decent match, I think. Brock's killing Kofi. Just because A, it's Brock, and B, Kofi's a jobber. Or starting to become a jobber again. So, yeah, the fact that if Kofi Kingston could stay positive after this, I'm sure he could save World Hunger or something. And what I assume to be the main event for the NXT Championship, Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor. Now, I don't see Finn Balor winning the NXT Championship just yet. Again, every time Finn Balor's in an NXT title match, I'm like, I don't see him winning it just yet. I see Owens still holding it. I see him having a pretty lengthy reign. He's held it since February, so March, April, May, June, July. So he's had it for 5 months so far. I see him holding it probably another 5. Yeah, I'm calling it now. He's holding it for another 5 months. Then I think Finn Balor or Samoa Joe or Sami Zayn or whoever will win it again. I know that's thinking way too ahead, but, you know, hey, that's why I'm thinking Owens is going to win again. Plus, you know, they're going to pull a classic Vince McMahon move where a majority of the time, the guy that's huge in his hometown loses. Even though Finn Balor isn't from Japan, he's from Ireland, so he was a huge star in Japan. I see them pulling that Vince McMahon influence move, even though probably Triple H is in charge of this shit. But overall, that's the Beast in the East predictions. And I will watch the show. Let's see, I have work in the morning, then I have a 4th of July barbecue. Yeah, probably after the 4th of July barbecue I'll watch the show and I'll review the show later in the night. But yeah guys, take care.